Yo, what's up YouTube? It's me, Johnny. I want to thank you for checking out my channel, and today I want to talk to you about being solar beings. And what I have in front of me, I'm just going to jump right into it. What I have in front of me is a little solar light. And here's a little light bulb. You can pick this up at Home Depot. And I just want to use it as an analogy of how we're designed to function and how the body starts its own healing mechanism. So on here I have a little solar panel, a small one. So when you place this outside in your driveway, wherever it is, your sidewalk or wherever it is, and the sun hits it, it starts storing power, storing energy, starts generating energy by itself. At night, this thing will light up, or it'll give light off by itself from the power of the sun. So I started thinking about the way the Creator created us is the same way. When I walk out in the sunlight, okay, one thing I had to do on my healing journey is I had to bring my vitamin D up, way up. It was low. So one thing, you can either do that through supplements or going out in the sun. And my doctor, my naturopath doctor gave me both. He said, go out in the sun, do what you got to do. Take your supplements. We want to get that thing up there. We want to get your vitamin C, your vitamin D count up. And one thing I learned is that the way the Creator created us. So, when I walk out in the sun, automatically the skin is the largest organ that you have. So when I walk out in the sun hits it, it starts to generate vitamin D all by itself, with no help from anybody. That's the way you're designed, okay? And when you understand truly who you are, that your body starts to generate all by itself from light, from sun rays, okay? And I love this because I started thinking about it. It's like, wow. We're created to heal all by ourselves. Just by walking out in the sun, getting enough sunlight, so the body will start healing reaction. It's not only getting sunlight, but it's also living a balanced, healthy diet, spirit, soul, and body. So I was thinking, started thinking about, like, well, the good book says that God is light. And the good book also says that we're created in the image and the likeness of God. And I was saying to myself, every one of your cells needs light to live. Every one of them. Every one of your cells needs light to function. And the only way you're going to get that is, I'm not talking about a tanning salon, but going out there and laying out in the sun, or exercising, working out in the sun, whatever your recreational period is, to get the sunlight. Because once the sunlight starts to hit, or sun rays start to hit your skin, automatically your body goes to work. It knows exactly what to do without any help from anyone. And I was thinking about, like, this is some powerful stuff when you think about it, that we're solar beings. We're created to walk, and the body will start the healing mechanism all by itself. I'm sure there's more processes to that, but in a nutshell, just like this solar light is wired to generate and store power from the sun to give this thing light, so are we light beings. We need this so we can fuel our body, and it starts with getting sunlight. The other way you can do it, or another thing you need, is, I believe in a whole food plant-based diet. And if you're sick, or you're facing a health issue, whatever it is, I'm not a doctor, but I do know doctors that help. I know doctors that are compassionate. I do know doctors that enjoy talking to patients and not at patients. Those are the doctors I love hanging out with. But the second part is that when you start to eat a whole foods plant-based diet, a vegan diet, okay, because if you read the good book, vegan or plant-based diet is nothing new. All you have to do is open up the good book, read Genesis, and that's what they were. All right. In the very beginning, that's what they ate. And believe me, they must have had radiant skin. Their skin must have lit up, because all the phytonutrients that's in this plant is what you're supposed to be eating, the way you're supposed to consume it. If you look at it, I have a simple rule that I tell myself: eat the rainbow. I'm always reminded to eat the different colors of the rainbow to help my body heal. And where do you get that from? You have a choice. You can either suck down food that gives you no benefit. I wouldn't even touch this. Instead of having this with all the electrolytes that they claim, I would have this. This depletes the body. This helps the body heal. This helps the body replenish the body from a workout or whatever you want to do. Okay? We have this I would never consume this. I would never consume this or this. And things that I've learned along my process is that when I start consuming this, and this is biblical, this is not made up stuff like all the science is coming out now about a plant-based diet, a whole foods diet. It's been around for centuries, years. Science is just catching up to what the good book talks about. It's nothing new under the sun. When you eat like this and you hear all these stories about people reversing diabetes, talking to somebody today, reverse diabetes. Why? Changed their diet. Gave the body what it needs to heal themselves. Got enough sunlight where they were going out in the sun. You know, if you're drinking this and you're depleting your body, and people talk about different types of cancer, skin cancers, what are you putting into your body? It's effective. The way you think also affects what you let in your eye gate, your ear gate, what you let come out of your mouth, the self-negative thought that you have, the superhighway that goes here, here, and here, up and down constantly. But it really is, I look at it a different way. You know how your heart beats? Boom, boom, boom. It's like a ripple effect throughout your cells. Boom, boom. That's the best way I can explain it. That's why I see it up in my head all the time. That's how our body functions. It's wired to heal naturally. And God's given us a thing in the Garden of Eden where the body will just heal by itself if you give it what it wants. And it's not looking for man-made medicine, it's looking for the Creator's medicine. And that's how you're connected. You're connected to the earth the way you're connected to God. And I believe in these things, part of my healing journey. You have the colors of the rainbow. You know, I have green here. I have my little purple or red here. Look at this. Look at the yellows. Look at the green. All these are the way you're created to function on a whole foods plant-based diet. You know, vegan is, like I said, the vegan diet or plant-based diet is nothing new. When you're looking to heal your body, when I think all the science isn't even out yet because they're still trying to figure it out, then you're going to have the negative people who are going to come against it and say you can't sustain something like that. To each his own. I don't get into the argument. I find out and I tell people, find out what works for you. Don't find out what works for me because we're fearfully and wonderfully made. There's only one me that ever walked the planet of the earth. There's only one of you that will ever walk this planet Earth. And you're called and designed to be a blessing. You're called to live a life of abundance. But you got to get rid of the negative talk, that superhighway of the song that you tell yourself every day. And one of the ways is getting outside and exercising. You know, I feel sorry for all the kids that stay inside and just play video games. You know, when I was a kid, we were outside all the time. You know, and today it's different. And much more people are deficient in vitamin D. And you can take supplements, I ain't got a problem with that, but that's only part of it. The other is the spiritual part. You know, before I started this video, I started talking about unforgiveness. And unforgiveness is when you don't forgive somebody, when you don't, you harbor bitterness, you suppress your own immune system. That's part of the healing process, is letting it go. Because you're so fearfully and wonderfully made. And if you believe you're created in the image and the likeness of God, God is light and God is love, then everything about you is wired to love. Everything about you is wired to love. The one thing you'll thirst for throughout your lifetime is to be loved and to give love. And if it's distorted because you're not taking care of the temple, and it's not taking care of what you put in your mind or what you focus on or how you see things, it doesn't matter how you see somebody else, it only matters how you see yourself. And part of it I learned about is we're solar beings, where we're designed to generate energy all by ourselves. And when you start eating a whole food plant-based diet, you give your cells more energy. That's why people talk about you vibrating on a different level. It all goes together, because when you vibrate on a different level, your cells are starting to hurt. When you don't feel the pain of arthritis or inflammation, and you don't have all those free radicals running around in your body creating inflammation, and you get back to a whole foods plant-based biblical diet, your body will start to heal. And I'm going to end it here. This is real quick. I want to thank you guys for checking out my channel, and God bless you. And remember, you're alive, but are you living the life that you want to live? Learn to heal your body, spirit, soul, and body. God bless you and take care.